everybody and happy Wednesday. So we haven't vlogged much this week because we've had some issues. On Monday, I told 2 teachers not to let Dawn-louise out because it was very cold and I didn't want her to get sick. And then I got a call and she'd been let out. She was out for 10 minutes. Her saturations went to 72 and then they were sort of bouncing between 72 and 75. So we didn't need to call an ambulance, but we did need to go to the doctors. And then she missed the rest of the day of school. So she missed more than half of her day of school because they let her out for 10 minutes. Thankfully, she's okay and her saturations are slowly climbing their way back up. And we haven't had to go to hospital, just the doctors on her yellow card though. And yeah, she's doing okay, but I was quite disappointed in the teacher because as much as I'd love for Dawn-louise to be completely responsible, she is only coming up to 9. She's still a child who gets lonely from being inside all the time. So also she's very forgetful, which is another side effect of her heart. She is a very forgetful child. Like if you give her a list of things to do, she'll forget the last 2. I mean, other than that, she's pretty good, but she does have some memory delays. Like only a teeny bit. And today I had to have work done in my bathroom because we need a fan in here because there's too much moisture and it is causing condensation, which is causing health problems for Dawn-louise. And the first thing I said to them was, promise me that there won't be any damage because I cannot afford to fix the damage. And he said, no, it'll be fine because the fan will be covering it. Massive flipping holes in my wall. That's damage you promised would not be there. So yeah, the fan can't even be fitted today because his machine stopped working. So it took them all day just to make a hole in the wall. So we've got to come back Monday to do it. But I can't afford to get that plastered, even though it's only a tiny little circle. That would cost like a good few, like 20 quid. It's ridiculous. They're really expensive around here, plasters. But that means plastering and painting. And if I can't find the same colour, because I painted this 6 freaking years ago, if I can't find the same colour, I'm going to have to repaint the whole bathroom, which is going to cost a fortune. So his advice is to just cover it up with this. Because that looks just amazing. Like, it's like, hold on, it has to be hung there. Which is like off-centre and that bugs me. So yeah, I'm not entirely happy. Tomorrow I'm having someone come round to fix the bath because all of this is all ruined because of condensation because it's only cardboard. So basically the condensation's built up and it's destroyed the whole of the bath panel. So I'm getting that fixed, hopefully tomorrow. I was meant to go out and get Dawn-louise's World Book Day costume on Monday. Couldn't do it because of what happened at the school. Tuesday, couldn't do it because I had a meeting. Meant to do it today, couldn't do it because I couldn't leave the house. So now World Book Day is tomorrow and she still doesn't have the costume. At this rate, she's going to have a painted face like a dog because I don't really know how we're going to find one. I did go to Asda this morning and they didn't have anything left in her size. Now, I was planning to order a costume, which is the problem because I went to order it last week and it said it wouldn't get here till April. So that plan fell down quickly. And then last week we didn't have enough time to do anything because she had like loads of things going on. So yeah, things aren't going so great here. I'm just going to lean against this wall. There's just stressed out against my wall. Also, he's left a mess. I have kind of cleaned up the bathroom mess that he left. His dirty footprints all over my porch and I have to clean that up now, so fun. This is why we don't wear shoes in the house, people. But yeah, I've got like a ton of things that I need to sort out with the house. Ton of things that I need to sort out for Dawn. We have the dentist today. I'm just going to sit on the floor and explain this to you. So Dawn-louise has the dentist today. It's very important that children with Dawn-louise's condition go to the dentist because they're at risk of endocarditis, which is an infection that can start in the mouth and then it infects the heart's inner lining. Because she's got damage to it from the surgery, she's extremely at risk of getting it. So it's really important that she takes care of her teeth and that we go to the dentist regularly. Now it is tipping it down outside and we have to walk 20 minutes, which is her maximum, down one road because it's a really, really long road to get to the bus stop, to get to the thing, because I was going to get us a bus that's like closer to her school, but I spent £15 on taxis because of what happened on Monday, because it could have very well ended up in an ambulance. So I got a taxi up to her and then we had to get a taxi to the doctors and then we had to get a taxi home because we didn't have our umbrella with us and it was tipping it down, and if she gets too wet, she gets too cold, she gets sick again. So £15 on taxis in one day was not fun, especially when we already pay £30 a week for buses. So it's a bit stressful here. So yeah, we've not been vlogging purely because nothing really interesting has happened and everything's going wrong. So that's fun. It's Dawn-louise's birthday on the 23rd, so I've been finishing up getting things for that as well. And we have a bit of an issue because like she really needs clothes. So she asked for some clothes for her birthday, and I was like, that's perfect because you need some. And I went out and I bought her some things, and I had her put like a sleeping mask on so that I could try the clothes on her without her seeing what they are. And unfortunately, the clothes that I got her that are 9 to 10 are very, very wide, and they look ridiculous on. But she has really long legs, so the clothes that she has that are 8 to 9 right now are literally right on her ankle. They're about to be outgrown. So do I take them back and get the next size down, which is an 8 to 9 again, and then they won't fit her in like 4 months time? Or do I just go with what we have now and she looks a bit like baggy trousers for the next couple of months? Because the problem is, we went to the doctors, she's a perfect height and weight. I'll insert below, because I can't remember what they are right now, what her height and weight are currently, and they showed us the graph for growth. She's growing perfectly, just she's a very neat child. I was when I was a kid as well. Like, she's very healthy weight, she's very tall, but she hasn't really got the width to go with these clothes. So even the, like, I'm thinking about taking the dress back. I got her a dress to wear on her birthday, and bless her, she tried it on, she couldn't see it, and she went, I feel like a princess, it's so soft. And I was like, ah, it's so cute. I can't wait to actually show you what it looks like. But it's very wide, like there's a good inch coming off the side of her waist that she doesn't fill out. But if I get it in the size down, it's probably going to be too short for her. So I don't know what to do. It's so annoying, because with trousers, if it's length, it's fine because you can just tape it up with hemming web. But if it's width, there's not much I can do about that. I can't make her fatter. Believe me, we're not allowed to. She's very, very strict on her diet because she has to maintain a weight that is healthy for her, and that she can, because she can't burn off weight, because obviously she can't exercise like a normal person can. So we can't have her getting too big. So she's a really healthy weight, but it's a pain when it comes to clothes. Like, it's absolutely fine when she's wearing like stretchy t-shirts because they're quite tight. But when she's got like a dress or something on, something that's fairly loose, you can really see how much skinnier she is to like what that age group should be, especially in jeans. So I did today buy her some jeggings because that's what I wear. So I bought her some jeggings because the waist looks so much smaller than it does with the ones with the adjustable trousers, the adjustable strap thing inside the trousers. So I'm hoping that if I can mask her again and get her to try these on, maybe the trick is, now that she's getting bigger, is instead of buying like jeans, buy her leggings, because maybe it won't be as baggy. Because I did get her skinny trousers and they look like they're 3 sizes too big. It looked ridiculous. So I don't know. I'm having a dilemma. But I have to go pick her up from school and we have to go to the dentist. So I'll let you know what happens with that. She's so good though. She's never been scared of the dentist. When I was a kid, I was terrified of the dentist because my brother had to have one of his teeth taken out. And we weren't private at the time, and the dentist that we had wasn't very good, and he just pulled it out and there was blood everywhere and he was screaming in agony, and I was like, you didn't even make his pain go away. So yeah, I've been scared of the dentist ever since, but I'm fine now, and I go regularly with her. It's for both of us today. But I'm so proud of her, because you'd think that a child who has been through so many surgical procedures, some of them awake, would be scared of a like hospital environment, but she's never scared of going near hospital. She doesn't really enjoy it, but like she doesn't hate it either. And she's amazing with the dentist, and she gets really excited about getting a toothbrush. So I never have to worry about taking her there, which is really, really nice. We are very lucky that she is unafraid of those situations, because there are so many heart warriors that do become sort of PTSD and have real struggles with going there. And I mean, I've watched her go through so many hard things already. It would be really painful to watch her like stress out over appointments that she has to have. So yeah, I'm sort of rambling and I'm gonna get going, but I've had someone in my house banging around since 9 a.m. and it is now like 20 to 3. I just want to sit and enjoy the peace. It's so quiet and lovely, and it's not been a good week, but I have a really good weekend coming up. After spending all evening looking for a costume for the World Book Day, we finally found one, and it was only £3, and she looks gorgeous. Princess Anna! It looks perfect.
And also, the last time I wore this was when I was 5.
Well, not this costume. This it was the same one, but obviously it was smaller. Not this exact costume. We bought this today, but it was only £3.
And also, it's perfect because I have long boots she wears, and she wears plaits, and I can wear plaits, so it's perfect. And look, let me show you the back.
Oh, hold on. Do that again for us. Wait. My camera's not focusing. I don't know why. Okay, go. So Donnie is about to go to bed, but she wanted to see the things that I picked her up for brownies. So we're just going to show her quickly, and we thought that we'd show you as well so that I don't have to explain it later. So this is the first thing.
See, this is like a little place for my new new toothpaste to keep him, and these are some flosses I have.
Yeah, so when you're at brownies, you'll have to rip that open with your teeth, okay? You'll need one for the night and one for the morning, so make sure that you don't drop them, okay?
Okay.
And there's a little lid on the toothbrush to stop it getting dirty, so you need to make sure you put that back on up when you're done brushing your teeth, okay?
I feel like really excited because one of my guide friends are actually coming, and their mum planned it, and she didn't know, and it's like, I'm so happy because I'm so happy. I thought I wouldn't see her, but yeah. This is actually my first proper sleepover, then the school one, because I didn't really sleep there. I more went there and I didn't really want to. This is how you open it. It's like that, and then you open it, and then this is actually really cool.
For you to brush your hair with. Go on then.
I love it!
So yeah, you got your own little mirror so that you can sit in your sleeping bag and sort your hair out.
Kind of like the Sleeping Beauty one, because it's got that one, but when you say something in the movie, film.
Oh, that's Snow White you're thinking of. Mirror, mirror on the wall, yeah? No? Oh.
Because she says you want to see something.
Oh, no, yeah.
And it's like the magic mirror.
Oh, Beauty and the Beast is on Netflix. Do you want to make that a movie for movie night?
Yeah!
That would be a great idea, wouldn't it?
And this is actually really cool because I really I love unicorns, and also this is kind of like the
I just realised you put on the wrong t-shirt. Never mind.
This is like you know the little
emoji.
Yeah. It's the same.
Yeah.
But brush theme.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Right, let's see what else I've got in here
I
for you.
love these.
Okay, wait.
I won't leave them.
Okay, close your eyes for me.
Oh, okay.
Right, now obviously if you're going to a sleepover, you're going to need some pyjamas.
Dun, dun. What did I say? What does it say? Never stop dreaming, and I love them.
Yeah?
I love them so much.
I'm so glad you do.
I'm not throwing these away.
I thought I'd get you some new ones because I thought that long sleeved would be better, but I didn't think that the fluffy ones that you have for at home would be very good because there's going to be so many people there, it's going to get really hot.
This is actually what I love this. I'm not throwing it away. I'll probably
Why would you throw pyjamas away?
Never stop wearing them. I'll probably wear them every night now. I just want to wear them now because I love them.
Oh, bless you.
Dawn-louise started to cough really heavily in her sleep, so I popped the monitor on, but thankfully they stayed above 80. By morning, Dawn-louise's saturations hit 75%, so we had to go and check that she wasn't developing a chest infection at the GP. Thankfully, Dawn-louise's chest was clear and she was signed off to go back to school. Whilst we were there, he got a little concerned over a mole, so we had it checked.
Happy Saturday! So we haven't vlogged much this week because Dawn-louise has been kind of poorly and we've been back and forth from the doctors. And now I also have a cold, so I don't sound so great either. But Dawn-louise is off to dance rehearsal now, and then later tonight she has her first at Brownies sleepover.
So after dropping Dawn-louise off at the Brownies sleepover, my friend and I decided to go exploring. Good morning and a happy Sunday, everybody. So it's the next day. I didn't really vlog much yesterday because my friend ended up coming round to spend the day with me. But we took Dawn-louise to her Brownies sleepover. She's got an older friend that's in guides, and the minute that she saw her, she was like waving excitedly. So Dawn-louise ran over and they were like hugging and stuff straight away. They were so happy to spend time together. Hopefully I'm hoping that they got to put their sleeping bags together last night so that Dawn-louise had, you know, somebody near her that she trusted. But I've had not a single phone call, which is amazing because she did do her year 3 sleepover and it was an absolute disaster. If there's a vlog for that, I'll put it in the link below. I can't remember if there is because it was like a year ago. So yeah, my friend and I ended up going to the arcade and having a little walk around and just enjoying being outside because we haven't done anything, just the two of us, in years, and I haven't been out at night time in years. So we went and just sort of enjoyed the way that the town looks at night. We went into this tunnel thing and we ended up running away because there was people in there and it was pitch black and it got scary. But I'll insert a couple of clips that we did take last night. I really wanted to just spend time with her. She's my best friend. I love her to pieces, but we never really get to spend time, just the two of us. So I really wanted to be, you know, present and not recording constantly. But we also tried our first Taco Bell. Not gonna lie, won't be buying it again. It was a bit pricey and the food just wasn't that great. The Crunchwrap Supreme though, it was pretty good, but like there's other things I'd rather buy. But it was nice to try something new and for us to like sit down and do something together. I got her to watch some of the St. Dawson's videos and she'd never heard of him before, which is crazy. So it was fun to show her that. And then we watched our old favourite movie that we used to watch together all the time, which is Silent Hill. We love Silent Hill. It is a great film. Bless her though, she was like, I'm really worried I'm going to fall asleep. And then she nodded off and I felt really bad, but like I had to wake her up because I knew that she, you know, needed to get home because it was midnight when the film finished. So I went to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning and it was really weird. Dawn-louise's bed was obviously empty and it was really quiet. Waking up this morning was really weird. I set an alarm for 8 AM and it was just really weird to wake up and not hear her sort of, you know, rustling around and stuff. But I'm gonna go pick her up in a minute and I'm really excited to hear all about it and I'll let her tell you guys about it as well. I don't look so great. I have a cold. Dawn-louise decided to give me her cold and it's not such a big problem. Obviously, you know, it's much worse for her when she gets colds, but I do have asthma, so I'm feeling very tired and very out of breath constantly. I've had to start having my inhalers, my reliever inhaler a lot, so I don't look so great this morning, but oh well. So yeah, I'm really excited to hear all about it and get her home. I don't know, I'm thinking about buying the supplies on the way home so that she can do her tiny superhero mission today, but I'm going to ask her and see if she feels up to it, because she's got till the end of the month to do it, so that's okay. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave a link to the playlist down below. But yeah, I really can't wait to see her. I miss her so much. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so sad. I slept with her teddy last night. This is her Build-A-Bear that I got her I got a few years ago. But she hugs it every night, but she didn't want to take, well, actually she did want to take it, but I said it's probably better not to because I didn't want like people to like be nasty if she like pressed it or rolled onto it and it started playing my voice. I think that you know, the older girls might have been a bit funny about it, so I decided that I would look after
Miss Brownie for her. This is Miss Brownie. She called it Brownie because that's how much she loves going to Brownies. Like, so yeah, I was spending my time with this one last night because I'm sad. I've literally never been at home without her before overnight. It was very strange, and I'm not in a rush to do it again. I love having my little girlie here. So, yeah. But I am hoping that she'll get to do more of these things. I hope that there'll be some more sleepovers. I mean, she's been a brownie since she was 7. She's 9 this month, so that's 2 years of brownies. This is the first sleepover she's ever done. Next year, she becomes a guide. So I'm hoping that there will be another one next year, maybe. I don't know. But I'm hoping that there'll be another one because, unfortunately, because of her heart condition, I can't let her do sleepovers at friends' houses because they probably wouldn't know what to do in an emergency. They're probably not first aid trained. And she's not very good with stairs. After school, once we went round to her friend's house and she fell down the stairs and it was terrifying. And it's because she gets too tired going up and down stairs. So after she'd done it a couple of times, her legs just sort of gave away underneath her. And she was fine, but it gave the mum a scare and definitely gave me a scare. So yeah, but I can't wait to see her. I'm so tired. I didn't really sleep much, but I knew that I wouldn't be able to go to sleep unless I was exhausted anyway, because I'm so used to checking on her before I go to bed. So yeah, before I went to bed, I didn't get to check on her, but I did make her bed for her, so she can thank me for that later. But yeah, I'm gonna go get her in a minute. Yay! I'm really excited to go get her, I'm not lying. I'm so excited to see her. I'm hoping that I stay awake. I'm really worried that I'm gonna like nod off halfway through the day. I don't want to do that, so yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry that this week's vlog hasn't been very good either. We barely did anything last week either. It's just because obviously this week we've been back and forth from the doctors. Now I'm poorly as well. It's just hard to talk when you don't feel well, so yeah. But Dawn-louise's birthday is in less than 2 weeks. It is not next Saturday, but the Saturday after. So that weekend is going to be much better to film. There's going to be more going on and hopefully won't be poorly. I'm on a Lemsip diet at the moment, trying to get rid of my cold, because what I don't want to do is make Dawn's cold worse. So I've got to make sure that I get rid of mine as quick as possible, because I can have medication for it, whereas Dawn-louise can't, because she's on aspirin. She can't have any kind of cold or flu medicine because they've all got paracetamol in it, and she can't have paracetamol with her aspirin. Not more than once. Like, she can have Calpol if she's in pain or has a fever, but we have to be really careful about it. So with colds and flus, we have to just let her system clear it out, which isn't fun for me because I have to watch her sats and everything. It gets a little bit scary, but oh well. Also, when we were at the doctor's last, he asked if we would want to consider having at-home oxygen for her because her saturations do dip so low when she's got colds. Obviously, she doesn't need to be in hospital if it doesn't go below 75. But where she's tired and struggling with the lower saturations, he said it might be something to think about. But the problem is we've never had at-home oxygen. Her cardiologist has never considered giving it to her. So I am a little bit worried as to why they think now she might need it when she's, she's had this heart condition for her whole life. She's had these saturations her whole life and it's never been mentioned before. So I'm hoping it's just that the doctor doesn't really understand HLHS. Because no one has ever said it's time to have at-home oxygen. That's normally when her saturations go below 75 with no cause would be when we think about doing that. So for them to bring it up over a cold is a little bit concerning. And also, whilst we were there, Dawn-louise has a mole on her back, and he had a look through the scope and he can't keep photos of it. So he said, can you take a photo through the lens and please don't lose it, and the next time she's in we'll check again, because her mole isn't round, so we need to keep an eye on it, whether it gets bigger, whether it changes colour and things, which is a little bit scary. We went in because I thought she had a chest infection, came out with something a little bit more scary, but I mean, he said don't worry about it now, it's just something we need to keep an eye on. And the weirdest part was when I posted on Dawn-louise's blog about it, 3 other heart mums said my HLHS child has the exact same mole in the same spot, and they sent me pictures and it is freaky. Like, they are literally in the same spot and the same size. It is crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna go because my throat is really sore. If I've missed out anything, because like I said, my brain's been a bit foggy with me being poorly, so we've not been filming much. So if there's anything from the doctors that I haven't messaged, I'm just gonna type it out and put a card in for you so that you know what's going on. Also, if you want to keep up to date with when Dawn-louise does have to go into hospital and things, follow her Instagram, because I always put in her story if we're in hospital so that people, you know, because I know that a lot of people really care about her now, which is so incredibly sweet, and I really appreciate it. But at the same time, having to inbox everybody is too hard. I already have so many people in our personal life that I have to let know. So yeah, it's just easier if I just do like a mass post. So keep an eye out for those if you want to. I'm gonna go, I'm so tired. Sleepy. On the bright side, I got a lot of the laundry done yesterday, so I made sure that today Dawn-louise and I can just spend time together, because yesterday she didn't just go to the Brownies sleepover. Yesterday she didn't just go to the Brownies sleepover, she had rehearsals as well, so we haven't really got to spend time together over the weekend yet, so I am really excited to do that today.
Dawn-louise is home from her brownie sleepover. We're going to make a separate video talking all about the brownie sleepover, because today we just want to spend time together. But after I bought Dawn-louise's new sleeping bag, I found her old one, although we didn't have a pump for it, so we had to get a new one anyway. So we've decided to blow them both up, and even though they're both the same size and I'm taller than Dawn-louise, we're going to have a little sleepover, aren't we?
Yeah!
So we're going to watch some movies, we're going to eat some food, and we're going to lay in sleeping bags and do it. High five, young lady. Boom.
Everybody gives you advice, yeah, on how to live your life, how to live your life. Don't you know that life is full of surprises? You better realize, better realize.